Wait, what are you guys doing?
I was about to say that.
Kazuradrop versus DMC Dante.
Type it down, chat.
In debates,
Yep.
no, no.
Okay. Yeah, so basically, this calc shows like Dante is like mountain level. Yeah, it's basically what I'm just gonna do. And, like what condition was one win condition just gonna throw out there so that Dante can like he can just like transmutate people on contact with this.
All right, let me establish your hint here. So Kazuradrop has this ability called the Insect Eater. What this ability lets her do is absorb and steal the attributes of anything she absorbs. Essentially, right? She absorbs one of BB's alter egos called Passion Lip and Melt Lilith. Passion Lip is shown to have A plus rank strength, and servants with A plus rank strength are capable of laying waste to entire mountain. So that should easily be mountain level. So you have any retorts for that, or are you gonna accept it?
Now accept it.
All right. To deal with that, what is it? Is it absorption part, right? Because you're a drop, right? Due to having all the attributes of everyone she absorbs, she also absorbed BB. And BB, right, as we know, is capable of being omnipresent within all points in space and time. Not only is she omnipresent within all those points, but all those are independent from each other, meaning that if one gets affected, the others don't. That means she at least has type 3A causality, meaning that all 3 points of past, present, and future of her cannot be affected by something that happens in the past, the present, or the future. That means, right, if you affect her in the past, it won't affect her in the future, granting her that type of A causality.
Okay.
Want scan for that?
Sure.
So to provide further elaboration on this, BB absorbs Tiamat, right? While absorbing Tiamat, she gains all her attributes through the ability Patana Theora. Tiamat ability lets her manifest independently in the world, meaning that she's omnipresent within all points in space and time. Right? If you were to affect one part of that space time, like her being in another point would be affected with it. That would indeed grant her a causality. And I think you're aware what a causality means, right?
Yeah.
Right. So essentially, this should nullify her getting transmutated. Also, if I stutter a little bit, my bad. I haven't debated in like what, a month.
That is not the right scan. No, that's the wrong scan. Fucking novel. Let that one be here. That's not it. Oh my fucking god, these novels all look the same.
Can you get? You can post the scans later. Let's get to the point.
Are basically were literally stated to be like past, present, and future, basically like to represent a timeline and like exist in different points.
Yeah.
Like regular demons, basically like are stated to be like basically like transcended compared to that. So they'd be like more powerful, like basically have like better hacks in general. Since like your hacks and your hacks resistance in Devil May Cry come from like your name and your weapon. And, like people can like attack you themselves with their weapons and stuff, and still be unaffected by it. It's like regular demons like Chin and like demon kings like Mundus basically have like this. And like Mundus like even like fuse like an entire timeline, also get like a buff to exist at different points to try to like beat Dante in a different universe. And Dante like still managed to like hit him with one strike, kill him.
All right,
So like he'll still be able to attack even if he attacks one of them.
so what you're saying, right? What you're insinuating is that Dante can attack her in past, present, and future. Right.
Yeah.
So I'd like to just establish that BB. Also, before I go on, you're saying that she'd kill her, right?
Say it again.
She'd kill her, right? Or he'd kill her.
He can kill her or like just use like any kind of hacks. Because I was about to get into why his AP would be higher from because there's one hack.
I thought we were only going mountain level.
Yeah,
So,
like
40 hacks at best.
Yeah, I'm just saying one of my hacks like just like put me like, above mountain level.
Okay. That sounds right. So
I'm about to grab the scanner real quick.
when you're back,
There's some like attacking beast head. You see what the beast heads are?
this is in the past, present, and future, correct?
Yeah.
So assuming, right, he actually would be able to attack her in past, present, and future. BB absorbed this being, as I stated before, named Tiamat, who is heavily implied to lack the concept of death and cannot be affected even when hit with instant death attacks, which would mean that BB outright transcends the concept of death. Of course, Kazuradrop would scale to this, since she's, as I stated before, with Insect Eater, she's able to absorb and take into herself any attributes of anything she absorbs.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, what this would mean, right? Say, even if your character is able to affect Kazuradrop in past, present, and future, you'd actually need an attack that's capable of killing people who transcend the concept of death, or who lack it in general.
Man, I'll just need conception ratio in order to affect them. Cause like they're like if they like
not unless you could say that, right? But it can't be unless it's like specifically stated to be able to erase certain concepts or people with
like,
abilities like that. So,
because if you the reason I'll just need conception ratio here, not just like conception ratio that like transcend death, because if we have like equal AP,
Yeah.
and we
Yeah.
both like basically this like both would be able to like transcend this concept. So I just have to prove I have like conceptual erasure or like conceptual attacks.
Yeah, but conceptual attacks alone wouldn't be able to ignore this type of immortality unless specifically shown to be able to do so. It'd be like extremely assumptuous to assume that it would be able to.
I'll get the video
Assumptuous.
if you want. I'm about to post it. Alright, so Argus acts the chaos. It's like when the human world used to be one, Argus acts the chaos was like literally like the chaos itself that like he was the chaos itself that like made it. He was like this feeling an idea of chaos. And then like when Dante like literally fought him in the game, he was like beating him up so hard. He was like, nah, bro. Then like he went on like to after like getting beat up by Dante, he just absorbed like and it became despair embodied. So like demons and like can tackle on the conceptual level with this. I'll get the video.
All right.
There you go.
So this is essentially simulating that it can kill conceptual embodiments.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So are these like meant to be taken seriously, or are they like metaphorical? Because embodying something can also be metaphorical by definition. It doesn't have to be literal.
These are like serious because yeah, I'm just gonna like show you. I think I have it or before, but it's the split. Like Argus acts the chaos, like he was literally just chaos itself, just sitting there from the beginning of time until like the world split. Let me see if I.
So where is it stated?
I'm about to pull it up.
Right.
Yeah, it's from the manga when it explains shit before everything split apart.
So this is talking about the realm itself as a container, as being a container of chaos.
And like Argosax, like he just was this, and like he just was chaos from it, and he just like when the world split, like so did he, and this is like distorted his form.
All right, so let me take your word on this. I'll take your word on this. Um, so essentially, right, something else you can do is BB has this thing called a spirit Spartan trap, which lets her take a hold of the existence of anything caught in its way. Essentially, right, she'd be able to essentially be able to rewrite fields of information with this ability. So let me read it out. Imaginary spirit Spartan trap. This is BB's imaginary number space, which is depicted as black noise and black tentacles in the game. Anyone who comes in contact will be unable to do anything as BB takes ownership of their data. As far as an intellect life form existence inside this space is concerned, their data is the foundation of their existence. And after being trapped by BB, can freely alter that data, essentially throwing their existence in despair. Essentially, what BB can do is rewrite the data and the information that makes up Dante to into whatever she wants, to whatever she wants. Because Kazuradrop essentially would be able to do this too, since she scales off all BB's abilities. But you essentially need high levels of resistance to information and manipulation to resist this.
I got it. I got you. I'm about to post oh he just read it. Alright, yeah. Oh my god. Alright. Any
Yeah, what's up?
yes, Jaja like can't see my scans. So I wanted to explain them real quick.
Oh yeah.
Alright, the the first scan is basically like showing how Argosax was chaos. Then the second scan was like him like transforming into the embodiment of despair, like basically like stacking onto his like consumption in nature. Then the other scan below it I showed like how the cosmology was and how he was just the chaos that was sitting there.
If you don't
Yeah.
mind, I also have one more ability I want to post.
Go ahead.
It's also BB's causality manipulation. So essentially, what this ability does is called the 10 crowns EX. The true nature of this skill is unclear. It said that the 10 crowns indicates the 10 evil deception girls city of disgusting principle and purpose behind it is unclear, but seems to be an original version. This power lies in the past, not even the king of heroes. It should be humanity's oldest in reach. Look, look at simply the skill which can make one perceive things that have occurred that weren't essentially effectively as long as she has this, she's invincible. It's also stated with her ability CCC to rewrite the law of cause and effect completely, essentially making herself invincible. But not only is this a passive skill, it can also make things that have happened in the past completely invalid through cause and effect.
You said it was passive?
Yeah, passive causality manipulation.
Why is it passive?
Because even if it's occurred in the past, right? TCC itself is a passive skill. It doesn't need activation. Essentially said to make her invincible, which would mean if it passively resets wounds done to her without her even needing to do anything.
Why would this like affect Dante? Because like I showed her how like the beast heads were
It
like a
wouldn't
timeline.
affect it.
Oh, you just like using it.
Right. What I was insinuating when I posted the scan is that whatever he does to her, she can automatically reverse, making it invalid. Actually, you haven't even shown him having like resistance to causality manipulation coming into it.
I showed him being acausal
How is he a causal?
because of the beast heads, and then it said like demons like Chen, basically like have resistance to the abilities and are like basically transcendent to apply
Okay.
stronger.
Okay. Just because there's transcendent of one's abilities doesn't mean you're a causal. It just means you're stronger.
No, like they were shown to like be unaffected by it as well.
Yeah. If you're unaffected by an ability, that means you're outright stronger than it. Unless you're stated to be unaffected by things like cause and effect, you aren't a causal. Because you're like stronger than one's ability doesn't automatically make you a causal. It means you're completely stronger than that said ability.
But that still like is hacks resisted and like being above like this
Okay, yeah, I get
this
that.
timeline. Then it is like type of acausality.
I don't. No point. No type of acausality falls under that. Being above a comma doesn't grant you acausality.
I'm about to look at something real quick.
I can link you the VS Battle Wiki page for acausality.
Go ahead.
The type I'm arguing Kazuradrop for is type 3. This is temporal preferences. Preferences.
That's literally what Dante has.
Okay, how? You didn't explain.
I remember how like I showed the beast heads.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like how there's like alternate universes because Mundus.
Mm-hmm.
In that alternate universe, Mundus took over, and the only reason, like, only way Mundus can take over is if he was to kill that same Dante, who fought like with the Sword of Sparta in that timeline, and Dante was like still unaffected by his death.
What do you mean unaffected by his death? You mean
Alright, so
Mundus killed
all
him in
demon,
another timeline?
no, all demons like same demons are connected by their like name or sword. Basically, Dante, he's basically connected with Rebellion, and Rebellion literally what is it? Rebellion like goes through like all timelines. And like when if Moonbis was to take over that alternate timeline, look like it literally implies that he beat Dante and like killed him and like took rebellion over, and like nothing happened to this Dante that came to the alternate universe.
Can you explain that again? What?
Our rebellion basically like alright, so rebellion, yeah, so rebellion's basically stated to be like have resistance. It's stated to be like everybody's like embodiment of power, and the only person like who uses rebellion is like Dante, and like all Dantes are connected with their rebellion, and all rebellions are connected with themselves.
Okay,
Since like
so
demons.
what I'm getting from this is it's type A immortality, right?
No, I'm also insinuating that Dante when the alternate timeline Dante died, this one didn't die. The one I'm using didn't die.
All right. So is he able to come back? It's because he didn't die, right? Is he able to act in this Dante's place?
Yeah, he literally went to the other universe and like literally killed the Mundus.
How many times is he capable of doing this?
It wasn't shown. It just showed like he just did it in one novel.
Okay, so by that, I'll just assume. So we can just tactically assume he can only do it at least once per time in a battle. It's only been shown one time. We can assume it can
Why
only
would
be
that?
used.
Why would that only mean like one? That would just be like
if
if I show
it hasn't been shown, right? Hasn't been
no,
shown.
but that's like yeah. If you show conceptualization once, someone can use it once. That makes no sense.
No, that's not. That's a false equivalence. That's not how that works.
Oh no, that is what you're saying.
No. Listen, conceptual manipulation works different from acausality, right? So what I'm saying is that characters with these type of acausality are incredibly difficult to kill, as other versions of themselves exist in other points of time and in other futures or universes. They can survive the destructions of their original and act in their place. So if only one Dante is shown to act in the other's place, why would that insinuate more can do so? There's only been one to
Because it
show.
says like past and futures.
So,
I can show Devil May Cry having like different basically like timelines.
It wouldn't even matter for the part in past, present, and future, because Kazuradrop would also be omnipresent within those three as well.
What does even matter? That'll just like make you like easier target to hit. To be honest,
not really. If you're acausal, actually, I could argue.
But you're omnipresent. Like,
yeah.
You literally have nowhere to dodge. You're everywhere.
But you'd be able to attack first.
That's not how it works. We have equalized speed.
You would be able to... Yeah. Okay, if he's omnipresent, right? If she's omnipresent everywhere. Be able to attack first. She already,
that's not how
already in the past. Yes, it is. Since she's already in the past, the present, and the future, you know everything Dante can do.
No. She wouldn't know everything.
Yes, she would.
Because if she knew everything, right, that would imply she's like omniscient as well, which is not true.
Okay, look.
So she wouldn't even know.
Look, if she's omnipresent in the past, the present, and the future, that would have meant, right? She already knows what happened in the past when she fought Dante.
No. Even if she did, right?
Why would it not?
Because what is it? That's not what omnipresent is. Even if she
why would it not?
She was omnipresent. Because what is it? We have equalized speed, right? So even if she did, Dante has shown, like he is even if he like predicted before, he can like change up his moveset.
Oh, okay. So wait, what?
Dante has shown like when like past enemies fought him and like the stage are recreated. What? That's literally what you're implying. Yeah, she already fought Dante before, so she doesn't know what he's doing. That's literally what you're saying.
You said he'd switch his fighting style, right?
Mm-hmm.
If he can do that, she'd already know she could do that too. And she's already in the future. For you to be present in the past, for you to be present in the past, the present, and the future, you would have had to have known everything that's happened in the past.
I'll bring up
the present.
I'll bring up a point before, but I couldn't get to it.
Is it
basically
something about him making precognition?
No, I'll bring up how what you want to how you can make precognition?
No, you never brought that up. All you said
I
was
didn't,
that.
not that. I would say I brought up something else before, but I couldn't get to it because we were talking about something else. I wanted to like get to that scam so I can like use it later. Was it Dante? This dice game I posted before earlier. It was 3 scams. 2 of them was for Nero, and 1 of them was for Dante. So I basically showed the dice game being able to like and change fate and like change the story around to where like people lose and change outcomes and stuff. So I have like pop manipulation and fate manipulation. And Nero was playing the game, and he had Yamato inside of his arm at that time. And he had his Virgo Dovebringer, which is like his double trigger, but only for his arm. So like, and Nero has shown throughout earlier points of the game that he like casually stops Dante. I'll get the video for you if you want. And like devils get their power from like their double triggers and stuff. So Dante, like when Nero like went to play the game, he couldn't get out, but he still was like unaffected by its changes. So he has resistance.
Okay.
But when Dante went in there,
Uh,
he just negged it. So like he can like bypass a layer of resistance when it comes to fate and plot manipulation.
So what you're saying, right, is that someone went in the past. What was it? Nero went in the past and affected Dante, but his present or future self wasn't affected by that, right?
No, what I'm saying the dice game can affect things like past, present, future, like his plot manipulation and fate manipulation. Nero was unaffected by it, but he still had to play the game, so he had like some resistance to it. Then Dante, when he walked in the room, like he just negs the dice game, and since Nero already played the dice game, he'd have been inside of it too. So Dante can like neg a layer of resistance when it comes to fate manipulation and plot manipulation.
Okay. So first of all, I'll just go over the fate manipulation. You do realize, right, that if someone is independently manifested within 3 points of time and affecting one part of them won't affect the other, why would fate manipulation work on them?
Because Dante has shown he can bypass that.
What? When?
Don like Nero will also have like resistance to fate manip because like he resisted it, right? Then Dante literally came in and negged that. And then he's weaker than Nero too.
Look. Resistance to fate manipulation isn't the same as not being able to be affected.
No, Dante would have the ability as well. Since
Okay, so can you show proof of that?
Yeah, in the second video, where it showed like in the blue room, that was the savior when the Sword of Sparta got absorbed inside of it, and the Sword of Sparta gave him those abilities, and Dante absorbed the Sword of Sparta in Devil May Cry 5.
So what does this grant him?
He basically can like use the dice game with just like a strike, or like he can just summon it.
And what would that do for him?
Oh, he can like he can like bypass a layer of resistance to fate manipulation and plot manipulation.
So where's the plot manipulation part?
Was it I showed like he can travel through back travel forward and back and change the story around.
Okay, yeah, that's how time travel works. You do realize? Do you know what the butterfly effect is?
No, but like if you change the story around, you literally like change the like the narrative of the like the game.
Look, right.
Yes,
Look,
yes,
what you said, right, is that he went back in the past and then changed something that had a major effect in the future. That's time travel. Any character with time travel can do that.
Yeah, but like if you did in Devil May Cry, you would literally have like plot manipulation based on like how
would it be different? Why would it be different? Why would it be different?
Here, I'll post a scan for a while. Because these events that you're changing are depicted as the actual story. So if you was to change this like story around, you would literally have plot manipulation.
So these events that happen are the story.
Yeah.
Okay, so why does that matter? Okay, they're part of the story, right? But you can change anything. Okay, so are you saying fate manipulation can change the outcome of a story? Are you insinuating that would also indicate like plot manipulation? Those things could be synonymous.
Not always, because fate can exist within the story as well.
Okay, it can change the story as well. So would that mean it's
Yeah, but also would be like it'd be a lower form.
No, it wouldn't.
It would, because fate can exist within a story, and the story can exist higher.
Fate, right. So fate, right, can exist within a story. Do you agree with that? So if you're changing the fate, you would change the story, yeah. Well, why would this matter? There are characters that are resistant to fate manipulation.
Because
so even now, right? You just said it would be a weaker form of plot manipulation, and
yeah, but also
Kazuradrop and BB are capable of outright ignoring.
I didn't agree that I had. I didn't agree that I didn't have plot manipulation. I showed you why I would have plot manipulation based on the story.
Why it would have fate manipulation.
No, I showed how it can change the story, like literally affect the story
through fate. Through fate.
Not through fate. No.
Yes, it would be. It would be. You literally said he went back into the past and changed an event in the future.
And I also showed how how the story and missions are literally said to be like the actual story, and he can literally affect this as well.
I understand that.
So he's also affecting the narrative of the story, the game and stuff.
Okay.
Would be
that doesn't matter. That's not impressive. Look, that's not impressive at all. It's fate manipulation. There's nothing to it.
Plot manipulation. We can like move on and let the judges decide, because like.
Okay, I don't care then. Yeah, we can go.
I have time manip that can work on people that like have measurable speed.
Okay, that's supposed to be impressive. I mean, if you're fate valid, you're basically gonna ignore any type of time manipulation.
Oh yeah. He also can use it on Virgil.
So okay, Virgil, look. I don't remember you ever refuting the thing I said about BB's spirit Spartan trap.
Say it again.
The Spartan trap that I sent earlier.
Spartan trap. What's that?
Hold up. Can gain the existence of anything she absorbs, right, or anything caught within. Gain existence, right?
Want to refute absorption?
No. She can gain its existence and be able to twist it however she wants. So it's essentially data and or information manipulation.
Alright, so like
has he ever like shown to be able to resist information manipulation?
Yeah.
Okay, when? Especially like a type that's this potent.
Alright, so you know how whatchamacallit, I posted before how like rebellion sword basically hold like your name and power.
I'm aware.
Yeah, basically yeah. Alright. People can like fucking break his rebellion sword and like neg him and like just like erased all his abilities like in his data that makes up his character. Cause this happened before with your reason, and then Dante was like he got up a few seconds later, and like just was completely unaffected by it. I'll get the video for you.
All right.
Here's it breaking. I'm about to get him coming back and like just stopping yours in.
This just looks like he came back from being erased. How does this deal anyway? Data or information manipulation? Can you even prove that his data was being affected at all?
Say it again?
So this just looks like existence erasure. And can you prove that his data or information was being affected by this attack?
Alright, so you know how like data manipulation can like data can like make up you like your stats and of a character?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it literally says like the sword in the description. It's like the manifestation of his power itself.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Is
like
that supposed to equate to his data somehow?
yeah, because if like he just basically draws out his data of his character to make this sword, and then Urizen can still break it. Then Dante
Huh?
like literally came back later and beat Urizen.
When was that implied?
Posted the game description for it.
No. What you said is that he can draw the data of his character upon the power of the sword. So
Yeah,
when was it? When was it was data?
because
Or related
because
at all?
because data basically can hold power, and Dante manifests his power through the
Okay, it
sword.
can. You have to be like real specific, unless it's shown actually specifically to be able to. Just making a basis assumption. So I agree that it can, but in this instance, unless specifically stated, it isn't. I mean, you could even like try to argue this contextually, right? By adding context behind it, but you don't seem to be able to like do that.
That's when the post this video real quick.
So
That's the
can you
second part of
elaborate on
Urizen.
what it's supposed to be?
No, that's the second part of Urizen. Let me get the
Excuse me. So if you don't mind, I'll go and use the restroom real quick.
It's very quiet.
Good.
So what's the debate right now, anyway?
Is somebody from Fate versus Dante? Yeah, I don't
How
know
high
the
scaling
music.
Dante to, anyway?
We capped AP at mountain level and Hacksec 4D. Yeah, I like that. I like that video better.
Alright, you say anything?
Yeah.
Yeah, what was it? Yeah, what was it?
Or so you do agree like galleries in game like hold data of characters and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I just posted like how basically characters in the game can like visually affect the gallery and change stuff around. It's basically like special interactions and stuff.
Okay.
It's a little
So this just sounds like something that's supposed to be for a gag. You know what Toon Force is? Or gag feeds?
gag feats, yeah.
Right. Do you agree that they're not supposed to be taken seriously or meant to be?
Not in some cases.
Right. Do you agree that this would be one of those cases?
Nah.
Why not? So
Basically,
okay, let me ask you this. Has this ever been shown to be used in combat where any of these characters are visibly able to affect each other's data?
I was gonna use this and circle it back to yours,
Uh,
since Virgil is yours and Virgil did it.
so I'm guessing that failed.
Nah, because they use this to like before even going into missions.
Okay, I asked. I asked if they could use this in combat because this just looks like supposed to be gag and comedical.
No, what is it?
Like
Prepping for
it
missions,
can't.
like with changing your equipment, like literally is like heading
Yes,
to the game.
yes.
That is like heading to the game, like what equipment Dante uses.
Okay, so it's not combat based then.
This cause you can still change like, cause if this like you can use this, and they like change the gallery around
Okay,
that of the
just
characters.
because they can change their weapons, right? That doesn't mean they're manipulating data at any level. That just
No, and
means they're changing their fucking weapon.
and yeah, and also show like how they can like affect the gallery stuff with this as
Okay,
well.
if they haven't been shown to do that combat wise, then there's no reason for me to take it seriously.
Or they were inside the same van with whole galleries and cutscenes.
Jin, we're circling around ad nauseum here.
No. I'm telling you, I can like pull up like an actual
No,
video
what I want
to where they're inside the
what
van.
I'm asking for, right? What I'm asking for is for you to show me some where they use data alteration combat wise. Because again, this seems more comedical and for gags than it's meant to be taken seriously.
Or Nico. You know what Nico is, right?
The
Nico's
cat
base. No,
from one shot.
no. Nico's was it Nico's the one that like write these gallery informations and like they're inside this van, right? So it's like she would have this by default. And Nico's like a normal human, and Dante is half human. Not only that, like Nero, while being inside the same van, which like Nico what is it? Nico wrote the information for. Like regular demons can like fuck up this van which holds like data and shit. I can show cutscenes for this if you want. What do you mean? I'm being
This
serious.
human girl, right? You're saying it's capable of like altering the data,
Yeah, because like she wrote like the game descriptions for it.
and you're saying
Didn't-
because they can like mess with this car, they can mess with data.
And then Dante can literally just like destroy demons
Okay,
because
look,
they
look, look, look,
take
look,
Kitsune's
look.
car.
I'm gonna be real with you here, G. I cannot take
That's
this
oh shit! I thought a copy link. The fucking yeah, shit. I posted it again. Let me delete that and get the van thing. I literally have it on YouTube. Right?
All right, but
Alright, there we go. Fuck.
all right, let me play this real quick. I'll just like start off by saying it's because they just because they can mess with this van and destroy it doesn't mean they can mess with its data. It's gonna put that out there.
No, if because this van and like stuff inside this van can already like manipulate data. And, like demons can like literally just like.
This is only within the title screen, right? They can only manipulate.
No, this is a cutscene. It's like an actual game cutscene.
Oh, okay, I see. So they can manipulate data within the story.
Yeah.
All right. And give me an exact timestamp, by the way.
Well, this is like this whole thing when like demons fucking attack this fucking van and like Nier has to fight off these demons.
Yo, I might play this. It kind of looks lit.
It is lit. It's like the best game of 2019. No cap. Stamp.
Yo, demons could be affected by cigarette smoke.
Say it again. Say it again.
I'm still watching this.
Oh,
Hold
okay.
up, hold up.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom too. Fuck this.
Wait, you're on the bed? What? Oh,
I
you
gotta,
can
I
go
gotta
to
go
the
to the bathroom.
bathroom. Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta take a hard piss.
The demons didn't even do shit to the car. What?
I'm back.
The demons didn't even do anything to the car. Like, what was that scan supposed to prove?
I'm pretty sure they did.
What did they do to it? I mean, they literally
Me
just
too.
drove by. The car seemed relatively unharmed, or the van, whatever you want to call it. Again, even if they were shown to like affect the van, that doesn't mean they can like alter information or data. Look, data exists. Data information exists within everything, right? Because you're able to destroy a laptop doesn't mean you can destroy its data. Unless you're explicitly shown to be able to like alter data and make it into different forms of it, then you don't qualify for that ability. What seems to be going on here is like you're pulling at really loose straws. Hello?
Just like a second fucking van scene. Let me see if I can pull it up. If shit can happen in there.
It's gonna take a while.
What do you mean it's not gonna take a while? I just looked up. Literally
I
just looked
said
up
it's
van
going
scene.
to. Going to.
Oh.
Definitely going to. Just half frustrated, half hilarious. So can we just give this a time limit, please? I'd appreciate that, like a lot.
Sure, I'm like almost there.
So how long is almost?
We can do 2 minutes if you want.
You know, I could really be guys right now. Fuck this.
Yeah, I found it.
Really?
Shit.
Really?
All right, so this
That's
van.
crazy. Go on.
Let me make sure I got the right timestamp for you.
Uh,
Shit, take a whole.
it's an entire hour.
Go to like an hour and 2 minutes and like 30 seconds. So basically, like at that time, you like run down a hillside. And if Nico didn't go fast enough, the van and everything that was held inside of it was going to be destroyed. And Virgil did this because like
Okay.
he.
That's still not altering data.
Say it again.
That's still not altering data. Hold up, my connection connected wrong.
It's going to destroy the data within the car, like the fucking gallery shit.
You're saying
It was going to destroy the gallery stuff.
the gallery stuff, which can.
Say it again.
The gallery stuff, which can.
Alter data, yeah.
Okay.
They was going to
This
destroy
gallery
data.
stuff. This gallery stuff, right? Let me just like give you the benefit of the doubt and say it really can't alter data. So this gallery stuff can like be destroyed by the fall off of a cliffside. So this is supposed to be comparable to someone who can rewrite fields of data information. These two things clearly aren't. These two things clearly aren't on the same level.
All right. Well, the reason why I would like have them the same level, is because if Dante would have this ability, it would literally just like go on par with a sword, and the sword like
Okay, that's
has like
an
4D. What you mean if? I just showed you how like
you just said if you just said if Dante had this ability, it would be on par with.
No, I
Those are
said
your
it
own
would be
words.
on par with his sword.
Okay, so his sword, as you said, as you claimed before, is a part of him. Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
Oh yeah, somewhat, yeah.
All right, all right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm just gonna bring up one more point because I just want to use it.
It's getting repetitive.
You know, basically double trigger. When I'm just gonna like pull up scan for it, show like who's. Yeah, double trigger. It's like Dante in his like most powerful form. It was state like rival with the power of Sparta, basically. And Sparta was like this Chad boy who fucking like can like destroy entire universes and stuff. So with this transformation, Dante like just gets a universal amp.
Bro. So you're essentially going out of tier moves from.
No, I'm not going out here because this is a hack, and hacks are
So
you
how's it
capped
hack?
everything at
How's it
4D.
hack?
Yeah, it's a hack. Transformation is like literally not like your base stats.
Okay, they could add on to it though.
Yeah. So you think if like I was to say like I'm gonna use Goku and you can use Superman, it's like yeah. And Goku had transformations, that would like be out of tier if we hacked if like we
If
hacked
it
his peak.
increases his overall power, if it increases.
Yeah,
his
but
overall
it's a
power,
hack's
yeah,
ability, it's a
yeah.
transformation.
But if it increases his overall potency.
Okay, as a judge, I will interrupt when you guys go out of tier. That is literally out of tier.
It's a transformation, Jaja. We capped hacks.
Okay,
No,
that is
you
literally
just
out of
agreed
tier.
that no. Listen, Jen, you just agreed that it boosts his physical stat, AP. It boosts that.
It still is a hack
You'd be
though.
doing yourself a favor. You'd be doing yourself a favor by saying, yeah, it is a hack, but you know, it still adds on to his physical AP. So that would be out of tier. Simple as that.
No, because my base stats are in tier. Like, there's nothing wrong
Okay.
with just having
But-
something that can power you
Okay,
up.
look. I don't care what your base stats are. Like, if a transformation adds on to your potency, that's out of tier. Simple as that.
That isn't out of tier.
Okay.
No,
How
you
is
guys
it?
are
I
not
just
going to
explained it
argue
twice.
this. Well, hold up. I am judging. I am moderating. That is out of tier, Jin. You literally just went out of
All
tier.
right, whatever.
This is not up for.
But can we just move this to conclusions? Thank
Yeah,
you.
we can.
Kinda.
I'll go first since like I'm trying to play my game.
Go on.
All right. I bring up how Dante can like resist the layer of I bring up how Dante could resist like bypass or resistance to fate manipulation and plot manipulation based on like the dice game and how Dante has a dice game with the Sword of Sparta and stuff. I also bring up how Dante can use time manipulate on people that scale to him like Virgil, since like they stalemated the entire time. I bring up how Dante can like with contact he can just transmutate people and like. I bring up how he had conceptual attacks. I also bring up how what is it? Fucking what is it called? I forgot what it's called. The data minute with the van thing, like how the van all the stuff and like the gallery and the data inside of it was going to be destroyed because of like Virgil and Dante fought Virgil at the end of the game, and like this data manip would like just scale to his sword since what's gonna call it the sword is like a hacks ability and some of the stuff it can use. So I do think I won since based off these hacks.
Is that it?
Yeah. Think about
Alright,
speed.
cool. So I refuted Jin's point about that time traveling for being like plot manipulation or whatever, since he already insinuated that it was fate manipulation, which is an ability completely different from plot manipulation inherently. That transmutation stuff was refuted by the fact that Kazuradrop, as I provided, would indeed be a causal ability of having a cause. Having a causal granted the ability to be unaffected by change in multiple different ways. What else? The data stuff, I refuted that by saying it was likely a gag feat that wouldn't be taken seriously in a combat situation. And I even asked Jin to provide me an instance where it could be taken seriously in a combat situation, which he never gave me. I even gave him the benefit of the doubt and said, well, even if like we were to assume that it was data manipulation, obviously, since it can be destroyed by falling off a cliff, then they aren't the same potency as someone who can completely rewrite fields of information and data. Is that everything? Just one, there's one more thing. Never mind. That'd be it. My conclusion.
That's it.
Yeah.
Let me answer mute. Jin.
Oh wait. Hold up. What I was
just
gonna
heard
say is about
you guys are- Huh?
what I was gonna say about the last thing I was gonna say is about him going out of tier with the
Oh
transformation.
yeah, I already knew that. That's fine. I can judge now. All right, so damn. In conclusion, I do think any won, and I'll state why. Wait, before I say why, Jin, just because transformation is a hack, if you're amping your AP in any way, going out of tier, that is out of tier regardless.
No, that's not how it works. That's not how it works.
Oh my God. Let me just say why anyone. Okay, first of all, any like one time he did bring up a precognition point, which like you never refuted or like resisted at all. So that kind of like was in the back of my mind during the whole entire debate.
I brought up the beast heads.
Yeah, how did that make precognition?
The beast heads basically can like see past, present, future, and is past, present, future.
Oh shit. Oh, never mind. And yeah, Dante killed them, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, never mind. But he did bring up like his character would be like omnipresent, which did give like sort of an advantage. He also brought up this data manipulation, which he never negated. That point against data manipulation was like straight wrong. Like the
What do you
way,
mean?
like,
How is it wrong?
okay, now he actually
Again,
like presented in the
again,
battle setting, and like it was like within the truck, and then the truck just got like a. He even brought up the analogy like just because you destroy a laptop doesn't mean you can like have data manipulation. That like that feat wasn't anything.
No, I brought up
Uh,
I said how it was going to destroy the truck and all the stuff inside of it.
I don't think we
yeah,
should be able to add on
you
to
did
like
refute that.
after
Okay,
conclusions. We should just
okay, stop arguing with me after the conclusions. Let me conclude why. He also brought up like you both you both brought up a causality. So causality, you that plot manipulation point, he didn't negate that because whatchamacallit, you try to argue that he was affecting the narrative itself. You also brought up fate manip, and he just brought up like he's just changing events of the stories, which would be fate manip, would inherently be plot manipulation. So you didn't even argue plot manipulation correctly. What else? Along with like his data manipulation, his not precog, whoops, sorry, his omnipresence, which throughout all space and time, which kind of allowed him to attack first.
Also,
What else?
I did bring up the causality manipulation part, which lets her like automatically negate any.
I know, but
effects
he was
on
a
the
causal.
no,
Oh yeah,
to her.
oh yeah,
like
the power
her.
no. Yeah, the power no. So that's why he won.
Jaja.
I actually went up to tier.
Jaja.